Welcome to the Shortwave Radio channel, and we continue the little series that I'm doing on radios of the past that I had or I still have. This one is one that I had. Wish I kept it. Story behind this, the Grundig YB400. Now, this is the PE edition. I had the black YB400 version. I believe this version, the PE edition, had a power supply and extras that didn't come with the original. So I, like many shortwave radio listeners, had the annual book Passport to World Band Radio. I was looking forward every year to that book. And, of course, I would look at all the radio reviews. And I would just look at different radios and how they're rated. And I came across when this radio was released in the 90s. So the YB400, I didn't have, at the start I didn't see any place in town where, I could get it. It eventually was available at Radio Shack, but later than when I actually purchased it. So the reviews were good. Passport gave it, pretty good notes. And I kind of wanted to have one. So while going downtown, at that period of time, I was listening to a lot of music. I was learning guitar. And so I was a lot downtown into the music stores getting the latest records, the latest CDs of all the artists I love. And, buying new stuff. And at that time, there were still quite a few, general electronic stores that would sell like TVs and, sound systems or stereos, they would call them back then. And one of them that I believe it's the same one that still exists today. No, it's not. I will correct myself. There was actually a chain of stores called Atlantic Electronics. So Atlantic Electronic. And there was one downtown on St. Catherine Street. I got in and looked at the displays because I was curious, do they have shortwave radios? Because, in the 90s, it was that time when if it wasn't for a Radio Shack, you started to have a hard time getting radios for shortwave. So I got in the store and I noticed they had the Grundig YB400 and the display. And so back in the day, Passport said that, it would cost around $229 Canadian, something like that. I was kind of $249 maybe Canadian. And because they had pricing often in the Passport book. So I look at it and they're selling it for $299. Which is more than what the Passport says it's worth, So I look at it, and I didn't want to pay $299. I would not have gone at a radio. So I said, is that the final price? So he says, and it's obvious they wanted to get rid of it. I think they just couldn't find anybody to buy it. So he looked at me and said, how much you want to pay for it? So I bluffed a little bit. I said $229. And immediately he looked at me and said, fine, $229. Didn't even argue. It's like, I was thinking, well, I should have tried $199. But still, for me it was like 20 less than what the Passport mentioned. I thought, well, it's, I think it's an okay deal. Is it a good deal? I don't know. Maybe I could have had it cheaper than that. But anyways, I was happy that night. I still remember, I had my brand new CDs that I wanted to listen to, and I had a brand new shortwave radio that I wanted for a while, and that I was really, really eager to test out and play with. And that was my main radio for a while. Funny thing about it, and this is interesting because it was a good radio, but the funny thing about it, I don't know why, I never was impressed with it, really. I thought it was okay, nothing more. but still, you know, it was my main radio, and I found it kind of cool. What happened to it? Well, my uncle that I mentioned in one of the other videos that helped me with the Kenwood and installed a AM filter, which was a TV radio repair guy and VCR, looked at it, and at the time, I purchased something else. What did I purchase? I don't remember what. I was a little like, you know, well, if I can sell it and have a little cash to buy something else. And so my uncle offered me $75 or $80 for it. He said, you know, is $80 okay? And I said, yeah, fine, it's yours. And he was kind of, you know, happy to get a Grundig portable and test out shortwave. The sad thing about it, and, you know, it's the kind of thing you can't really ask, is my uncle died of cancer maybe 2 years after he got the radio. And I still remember thinking, you know, can I get the radio back? Is there a way I can, you know, but you can't ask for that. It's, you know, that would have been kind of not very polite to go to a funeral and it's like, can I have a radio that I sold my uncle back? So, you know, I don't know what happened to it. You know, it probably went somewhere because he had a big, like a big shack in the backyard where he would fix all the TVs, radios, and stuff. And it was probably in there. And, you know, probably something happened. They probably sold off all the stuff was in there or something, or gave it away or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere in somebody's house today, or I just hope it's not somewhere in a dumpster. Like, you know, maybe it was put in the garbage and it's somewhere underground. It would have been sad, kind of a sad end to the radio. But I hope he enjoyed it. I never had the time to really talk to him to say, you know, did you play around with the radio a little bit and so on. I remember that one of the first things that probably maybe why I wasn't impressed, one of the first things that happened is that the antenna broke off internally. And I had not really used it that much. So I was like, wow, this is kind of a cheap construction. The antenna's already broken. So I would actually use, you know, an external antenna wire to compensate. But yeah, that's YB400. Part of my 90s was with this radio, and but it's funny how, you know, we have memories of different things. I have memories of a lot of radios doing a lot of things. I don't have a lot of memories of the stations I tuned on the YB, unfortunately. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.